The Benjamin Britten Violin Concerto is in the classical three movements, and it's interesting because Britten, as a 20th century composer, was considered to be conservative. He used tonality, he worked within existing forms, and yet he had this kind of wildness about him as well. He was an operatic composer, and that sense of drama that drew him to opera as a form infuses his instrumental works as well, very particularly the Violin Concerto, because even though the form is classical, it has this emotional sense of the opera composer all the time. The war was looming when he wrote it in 1939, and you can hear the kind of tension that was in the world around him, the very ominous bum, 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 which is the rhythm that this infuses the whole first movement of this concerto. There's one section of this piece that I find such an interesting orchestral idea. He has the violin playing in the highest register, and then the violin trails off and it's taken up by the piccolos and the flute. And underneath this very, very high texture is a low tuba. And so you get this tremendous expanse from the highest piccolo on top to the lowest tuba in the very bottom, this wonderful, wonderful sense of space. The last movement is a passacaglia. And the passacaglia simply is a melody, usually in the bass line, which is repeated over and over, and new melodies are developed on top of it. Even though he was considered to be a conservative composer by the standard of his contemporaries, and using tonality, never straying into 12-tone or other forms of tonality, he still was able to infuse all of his music with a very, very individual stamp. When you hear Benjamin Britten's music, there's a real handwriting there. You really know his personality from listening to his music.